said we're good to go, so we're good to go. You always listen to the guy in the Jets coat. It makes him look smart. Couple things just before we get started. First of all, I know this comes from Paul too, even though we didn't talk about it, but a heartfelt thanks to the guys and the coaches and everybody for kind of putting up with us this year doing the interviews and the Northstars show and all that stuff. It was lots of fun, guys, and we appreciate you kind of playing along on Tuesdays and the other days, so big thumbs up for that. The other piece of business I got to get going right now is, I said my name was Bruce Krentz. I got to change my name right now. My dad always had a rule: when there's two people in the room with the same name, one of them has to take the name of Zeke. It's generally the junior man, so Bruce Cameron's here. We're close in age, but we did the driver's licenses side by side, and it looks like I'm junior man, so I guess I'm Zeke for the rest of the day. We'll bring him up later to give out one of the awards. We're going to get on with the show right away. First off, we've got City Councillor. You want that to be your title?
Sure.
And Northstar Mom. Kathy Valentino. Board member. PR. I don't know. Figure it out.
That's me. Honestly, after I speak tonight, I think besides cooking the meal and being the head coach, I've done every role in the 24 years I've been involved. But anyways, I bring you greetings tonight on behalf of Mayor Fensky and my colleagues at City Hall. I'd like to recognize that we are on Treaty 5 land of the NCN people. I'd like to acknowledge Northstar Board, directors, the executive, the players, coaches, volunteers, and all of you visitors to our fine city this evening. My message will be short, but I do want to tell you a few things. I had the opportunity to speak at the Manitoba Games a couple months ago. Bruce and I were the tag team in that event. And I don't know, there was probably 800 people that evening at the closing ceremonies, and it was something. The CA Nesbitt Arena was packed, and sport brought all those people together. And a month later, with the Humboldt tragedy, sport brought the world together. And now tonight, downtown Winnipeg, there's 20,000 people, and sport brought them together. And sport has brought us together tonight also. My message to you players is that you've been involved in a sport that wherever life will take you, the people in this sport will be there for you to celebrate all the good times ahead of you, and they'll help you lift you up for the problems and the hard times that will be ahead of you also. We talk about change in our world, and there's a lot of change at a fast pace. You guys are always wanting to change those iPhones to the best one, the new one. Snapchat changed, and you guys didn't like that. I think we're even going to talk about the changing face of the Northstars later this evening. We don't like change, but we need to embrace it. And I can tell you one thing that will not change, and it's the commitment that the City of Thompson has to the Northstar organization. We understand the value that it brings to our city, and we will continue to be partners for you through the changing times that we as a city have ahead of us. So we look forward to a continued relationship, and we wish you much success in your 35th upcoming year. I want you all to have a safe summer, and I will see you at a rink in the fall.
Fantastic. Bit of a tough act to follow, but Jordan Foe, where are you? Assistant captain. Did you know you were going to say something right now? All right. Come on up. He's going to do an introduction, part of the introduction for our guest speaker, Assistant Captain Jordan Foe.
What's that? No? I got lied to. Okay, we'll straighten that out. Do you want the podium? It's pretty heavy. Next time, two of us are moving this. Weighs a ton.
My name is Jordan Foe. I'm 15 years old and been playing with the Northstars for 1 year. I have the honor of introducing our guest speaker tonight. Our guest started playing hockey when he was 5 years old in Thompson. He played for the Northstars in 2007-2008 and was a captain 08-09. 2009 and 10, he played for the Dauphin Kings, who hosted the RBC Cup. They were the MJHL champions and Anavet Cup champions. They lost in the RBC final, and he was a MJHL rookie all-star team. 2010-11, he played for the Dolphin Kings and was on the All-Star team. 2011-12, he was traded to Humboldt Broncos in the SHL in the summer. Their host team for the RBC Cup, SHL champs, and the Cup champs. He accepted a scholarship to Canisius College Div 1 during the playoffs. He played for Canisius College Golden Griffins from 2012 to 2016. 2012-13, their team won the Atlantic Conference and played in the NCAA Tournament Top 16. He graduated in 2016 from Richard J. Weil School of Business with a dual major in marketing and management. 2016-17, he played senior AAA for the Lacombe Generals. They were the league champs and lost in the finals of the Allen Cup. He currently works as a land development manager for Melcor Developments in Calgary, Alberta. Please welcome Matthew Backhouse.
Second go-round in the RBC Cup, Humboldt Broncos defenseman Matthew Backhouse has experienced both the highs and lows of Canada's National Junior A Championship. A member of the Dolphin Kings when they hosted the nation in 2010, Backhouse played the role of hero in the tournament opener, scoring in overtime to give the Kings a 6-5 win over the Vernon Vipers, a goal he calls the biggest of his young career.
I have to say that's probably number one. It's definitely the biggest goal I've ever scored and something I'll never forget.
With the same two teams on the ice 8 days later, this time the national championship on the line, Backhouse and the Kings came up one victory short of an 8-1 loss to Birmingham, a difficult end to what was, up until that point, a dream season for Dolphin. 2 years later, Backhouse remembers the tournament fondly, everything except the championship game.
I just remember a lot of stuff. I remember it was first class event they hosted, and obviously, we made the finals and came a little short there. That's a tough one to swallow and forgettable, so I remember that, and I just remember it's just all around the game.
After 2 seasons with the Kings, an off-season trade sent Backhouse west to Humboldt and gave him a second shot at RBC Cup glory, again with the host team. For Broncos head coach and general manager Dean Brockman, Backhouse's acquisition was just as much about his play as it was his experience on the national stage.
I guess this experience at the RBC is certainly what's going to help us with. You can't rely on one person to tell you what it's about. As a coaching staff, we've been there before, and I think it's his play more than anything that we wanted him for. I mean, he's a very mobile defenseman. He's a veteran defenseman. We didn't have a lot of 20s returning, and we thought we needed that solid leadership on the back end.
In his first season with Humboldt, Backhouse hasn't disappointed on or off the ice. He was the Broncos nominee for SJHL Defenseman of the Year after posting a career-high 31 points, and he's been quick to share his RBC Cup knowledge with his teammates to make sure they know just what to expect when the puck drops at the national championship.
I'd say just, you gotta just take it one game at a time. You can't get too caught up in making the finals and worrying about that goal now thing. You just gotta, focus, take practice day at a time, and, if you work hard to get there.
Committed to play NCAA hockey at Canisius College in the fall, Backhouse will end his final season of junior A hockey the same way he ended his first, playing in front of home fans with a chance to become a national champion. Except this time, the envisions a much different result.
Oh yeah, it'd be amazing for sure. I couldn't ask for anything more than that, and just having that second chance is something that I thought about.
It's kind of like he introduced himself, so.
Do you want it on the stand or go?
Ah, sure, we'll chuck it up here. There we go. Awesome. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that's some pretty solid hair there. Might have to bring the mullet back. Cool. Yeah, so hello everyone. Thanks a lot for having me as your guest speaker at the year-end banquet. It's truly an honor and great to come home and see some familiar faces. Crazy to think I was sitting in the same spot as all the players 9-10 years ago. Doesn't seem that long ago that I was at the Valentinos playing mini sticks in the basement with Jamie in his crappy diaper. Hopefully he's out of that stage, but who knows. Either way, definitely makes a guy feel old. When I was asked to speak at the banquet a few months ago, a few years ago, yeah, a few months ago, it was a no-brainer, and I figured it'd probably take me an hour or two to jot down some stories and some tips. Man, was I wrong. Writing a speech during the playoffs is basically impossible, especially when the Jets are playing as good as they are. You guys are lucky. There was a couple nights where there weren't any games, or I might be winging this thing. As mentioned, I grew up in Thompson, played for the King Miners my whole life. Once I reached midget, I played for the Northstars for 2 years and was fortunate enough to be captain in my final year. From there, obviously, I went and played in Dauphin for a couple seasons, and in the summer, I was traded to the Humboldt Broncos. Halfway through that last year of mine in junior, I was offered a scholarship to play Division I at Canisius College in Buffalo, New York. I spent 4 years playing there for the Golden Griffins, taking business classes. And after I graduated, I moved out to Calgary to start working and ended up playing a little bit of senior AAA hockey for the Lacombe Generals. If anyone's seen the YouTube video of Ryan Smith getting absolutely destroyed and knocked out in senior hockey, that was our team and my D partner who hit him. It's basically real life slap shot, so I no longer play that after I broke my face again this year. So, all in all, I was extremely lucky to play on some great teams, and our team success helped me grow as a player and a person. In both Dauphin and Humboldt, we won the Turnbull Cup, Anavet Cup, and hosted the RBC Cup. In college, we won the Atlantic Conference and played in the NCAA tournament my freshman year. Being a part of that winning culture was something that I wasn't used to, and I learned a lot from. I wanted to share a couple stories and some valuable lessons I learned throughout my playing days. They really resonated with me and helped me succeed in each level and aspect of my life. Can't repeat this one word for word because Doug Corman was my coach at the time, and it'd probably be censored, most of it. So, anyways, I think it was my first ever road trip with the Northstars. We were on one of the dreaded Winnipeg road trips, 4 games in 4 nights. We played Winnipeg on it was the Winnipeg Wild on the Thursday night, and from what I can remember, I think we played a pretty solid game. It was tight. We ended up losing 3-1 or something, and in the last 5 minutes of the game, I blocked a slap shot in the ankle. Caught me right in the laces and dropped me. I could barely walk or put any pressure on it. Ended up heading to the hospital because it hurt so much, and I wanted to see a doctor and get some x-rays. Everything came back negative without any breaks. They gave me some crutches, and I iced it for a few hours, and the next morning I was already starting to feel a bit better. Next night, I was surprised when I was scratched. I waddled, whatever you want to say. I walked over to Doug and asked why I wasn't playing. Basically called me a pansy. And he told me something that really stuck with me. He said, I know you're probably okay to play tonight, but I want you to learn something from this. In junior and higher levels, there's always someone waiting to take your job. Never get complacent and always battle. At the time, I was pissed off I wasn't playing. Didn't really think anything of it. But in the time after that, it kind of stuck with me. There's so many great hockey players out there, and the second you get complacent and start feeling sorry for yourself is when the rug gets pulled out from underneath you. The following year in Dauphin, it was our home opener, and I ended up getting crushed from behind. Face first in the boards. Broke my cheek and my orbital bone in 3 places. That year I was the only rookie defenseman on the team, and I didn't want to lose my job. So basically, I was the first one at the rink in the morning. I showed up, talked to my coach, and I was like, you know what, I'm not missing a game. I want to play, I'm ready to go. I wore a cage that night and scored my first goal. After that, I never missed a single game the entire year and solidified my spot in the lineup after that. My coach instantly respected me, and that impression lasted with him for good. That was definitely one of the TSN turning points for me as a hockey player. Something else I learned from a young age and while playing for the Northstars was what work ethic is. I don't think there's a single midget hockey club in all of Canada that travels and gets put through the paces like we do. Figure out what I was talking. Between the grueling road trips, games, practice, dryland, classes, and homework, it's overwhelming at the best of times and hard to stay motivated. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard for you guys to play high-level hockey coming from northern Manitoba. There's no year-round ice, fancy gyms, or scouts up here. That can't be an excuse though. If anything, it should make you hungrier. I know it always did for me. Play and train with a chip on your shoulder and stick it to the city kids. I like to call it northern motivation. Put in the extra work and be as gritty as possible. When I talk about grit, I'm talking about your character. It involves a bunch of attributes like work ethic, coachability, integrity, discipline, personality, how you respond to adversity, your compete level, and leadership. You may not get pampered like the city kids, but I guarantee you're at an advantage to have more of this than they do. I didn't touch on this before, but I want to chat about the Humboldt Broncos quick. Obviously, everyone knows what happened, and it's affected so many people. It's really been amazing to see how close the hockey community is, and how an entire country can get behind one another at awful times like this. I don't even know how many hours I've logged on a bus and how many times I've done that same road trip. We've all spent countless hours on buses, and I think that's why it hit so close to home. Might have just been me, but I love road trips and the time on the bus. Might have been my favorite part about playing hockey. That's where all your memories happen, that's where all the fun happens. That's where you build those friendships and that camaraderie. Your teammates become your best friends, and those bonds last for a lifetime. I had a heck of a time playing in Humboldt. It's such a small, tight-knit town and organization. I was feeling pretty guilty that I hadn't kept in touch with my billets as much as I should have once I went to college. They were great to me, and being too busy isn't a good enough excuse not to keep in touch with people. I went back a few weeks ago and stayed with them for the weekend, and it seemed like I was coming back from pregame skate or something. Didn't miss a beat. It's a pretty special bond, so players, make sure you thank your billets. Keep in touch, send cards and pictures at Christmas. Do the little things and make the extra effort because they did it for you. They give up so much, and it's easy to take them for granted. Without them, the volunteers, board members, sponsors, coaching, and the coaching staff, this program wouldn't be possible. Lastly, I want to touch on the importance of education. I wouldn't have had the opportunities I did in my life without working as hard at school as I did at hockey. I was extremely fortunate to get a full-ride scholarship to play Division I in the States. My tuition alone would have cost over $250,000 Canadian, and it was completely free. The education I received from Canisius gave me every advantage to succeed, and at the end of the day, my diploma was huge, but it's all about the people I met along the road. Just like I mentioned with Humboldt, the hockey world is a tight one. You're going to get a job because who you know and what type of person you are. Going to school allows you to make these connections, empower yourself. Get that piece of paper and the rest will take care of itself. In closing, I want to challenge the players to do 5 things. First, be the hardest worker in the room. Have that gritty northern Manitoba motivation I talked about earlier. Secondly, get better every single day. Make a point of improving and trying something new, whether it's doing 1 more rep in the gym, eating some more veggies, reading a book, or looking people in the eye when you talk to them. Just something little to make yourself more complete. Add as many tools to your toolbox as you can. Third, surround yourself with people who make you better and push you to your limits. Get outside of your comfort zone. You aren't going to get anywhere chilling with the cool kids. Fourth, study and educate yourself. Focus on school, make it a priority, write your SATs, and get through the clearinghouse. Don't just go through the motions in class. Ask questions and learn. It's just as important, if not more, than hockey. And lastly, have fun. It's what it's all about. Play with passion and enjoy every second of it. It's the best time of your life and an amazing game. Just thanks again for having me, and just remember, Saturdays are for the boys.
So as a Facebook appreciation for the Northstars organization,
spending time with us and giving us an excellent message to our players, parents, and our association. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
It's like the biggest box of chocolate covered almonds I've ever seen. He's gonna share them with everybody right away. Brad needs 2 minutes. I don't know what to do for 2 minutes, Brad. What? Fill our drinks again? You guys will be bombed by the end of the thing. There is one little addition to the agenda. We've got Paul's video. You don't see it on there, but Paul did a video for everybody. We're going to do that right after the break. And I've only got one joke. What did the pirate pay to get his ears pierced? A buccaneer. All right. Here's the president's message. Brad Salamandic.
Okay, before we get to the president's message real quick, one of our board members retired from her job after spending decades volunteering with the Northstars. She actually retired from her employment. So Molly Stapleton, after 21 years of employment with the Mystery Lake Motor Hotel. Could you please come up? I'd like to present this to you and congratulate you on your retirement. Okay, so I'll try and be as brief as possible. This is way taller than it is for me. Anybody got a step stool? Is there? There is. Anyways, I'm going to stand slightly to the side. Okay, so fantastic speech. I have to follow that, so bear with me. We kind of shared some points. I should have just did yours again. But, so bear with me. Firstly, good evening. It's an honor to speak with you guys today. And thanks for joining us again at our Northstars banquet. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone involved, for the players and the team staff, the board, executive officials, volunteers, and the team supporters for your dedication and time, your leadership and patience, for the support and continued pursuit of excellence. Thank you to every parent and billet for entrusting this organization during their time, your players' time with the Northstars, for donating weekends off, opening your home to the youngest players, all of these things you do on a day-to-day basis for your player. Thank you. I'd like to commend all of you. Thank you for your support and encouragement throughout the year. Thank you to our sponsors who support our organization every year. We must remember to thank them for all they do for us, and they do a lot. A special thanks to Shaw Cable and the guys from CHTM for the game play-by-play. Thank you to continued support year after year. You are a huge part of the organization. 5 weeks ago, on a day like any other, a terrible tragedy happened on the way to the game. We've all been there, been on the team bus, out on a road trip, traveling in and out in one night, a 3-game road swing, or a weekend tournament. We've all been there. On a bus like so many times before, it feels like such a safe place where you're with your teammates, your friends, and your family. What happened is unimaginable. It hits close to home. It shook the hockey community to its core. That tragedy brought support from around the world and united a nation. We all put a stick outside the door. I was reading articles about the Humboldt players that survived this terrible accident. With broken bones and fractures, brain injuries, partially paralyzed, they speak about what's next and setting goals. These men have a common perspective: to keep going. Push forward, it will get better. This is just the beginning. That really speaks volumes. Humboldt Broncos assistant captain Caleb Dahlgren, I hope I spoke that correctly, spoke about how a lot of people can wake up in the morning and say, work sucks, school sucks. Why am I up so early? We've all done it. Everyone's got their own things to complain about, but you just got to enjoy the grind and be grateful. It could all change in an instant. Those young men are just like the players sitting in this room and those players that sat here before them. Competitors. Sport teaches you to give it your all. Give everything you have, all for an unknown. That determination and perseverance that you've honed is going to stay with you all of your life. You are a competitor. Think about the memories that you had, experiences you've had. The thought of a missed shot or a puck off the post can be heartbreaking. You push forward for a chance of a smooth passing play. If you're lucky, you get to raise your arms and celebrate. You keep playing, no matter what happens. You continue to compete because that's what you do. It's in you. You keep going, pushing forward. That determination carries your passion and love for the game. To the players who have played their final midget AAA season, we thank you for being part of our Northstars family. We wish you the very best in the future, wherever it may take you. Keep playing the game you love. Share that passion with others. Like the coaches, managers, and volunteers who made it possible for you to play the game, pay it forward. There are young players who will benefit from your experience and passion. And remember, compete. For those of you who have more time with the Northstars program, I urge you to remember why you play. Play for yourself, play for your teammates, play for that little boy who fell in love with the game. Make sure to cherish every season, every game, every practice. Enjoy the grind. Compete. All of you that I've thanked this evening and spoken about this evening, you're the reason why this organization has been able to succeed. Continually working to improve our program. I encourage every one of you to promote our program in your communities. We need to continuing entrenching the pride and focus necessary in the pursuit of excellence. This is my challenge to every player, staff member, volunteer, and parent. We are all part of the Northstars family. A family that believes in anything is possible. We will push forward and face the challenges ahead. We will continue to compete. Thank you for coming tonight. I hope everyone enjoys the evening. So facing challenges and moving forward. So our Northstars organization has been working very hard since the final buzzer of our season, improving our program, making some changes to how we approach things, as far as anything from ice time to how we approach our policies. It's all about improvement and moving forward. Part of that is that we decided that we needed to have a bit of an update. This organization started 33 years ago. The hard work of fine people like the people sitting at that table and that one over there. Like them, they brought something to northern Manitoba to give back to northern Manitoba, to have a place to play, to thrive, for players to have some place to show their talent and move forward, to show their skills and possibly be able to change that into an education and a career. So we decided with all the changes that we're doing, we decided for a bit of an update. You want to help?
Yeah.
This will be the jersey moving forward for the 2018-2019 season and forward. So with that, we have a few items. So there's a surprise bags in the draws. We'll draw 1 and 2. In that, we wanted to, in order to help celebrate and share this with everybody, and wanted to keep it a surprise from now. We have where is it? There's three items in here. One is Northstars hoodie with the new logo. There's also a hat, a grayscale hat. This is surprise draw number 1. People are turning their heads going, I hope I put one in for that. Draw number 2. Off the presses, first one ever made, Northstars jacket. This will be draw number 2. Okay? So, if you guys want to take a couple minutes when we have a break and throw some more tickets in the prize draw, certainly feel free to do so. Thank you very much.
Round of applause for El Presidente. He had all sorts of stuff going on here. The flowers, the New Jersey, heck of a story. Well done, Brad. Fuchs, I don't know what you got. Is it you or did you talk one of these other guys into coming and talking for you? Show. Mike? Not a chance. It's your day. Hey, give him a big round of applause. Coach James Buchanan.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Thompson for those of you guys who've been away for a little bit of time. Just starting out, I think this year of all years to have Mr. Backhouse come and talk to us, I think it's really fitting with everything that's happened. And I'd like to start it off with just a moment of silence for everything that's happened in Humboldt. Thank you. Now, what happened in Humboldt is certainly not a normal type of accident, but it goes without saying that these kinds of incidents can happen and they do happen. And we've got a gentleman right here who certainly hit very, very close to home with that incident. But looking into our own organization, looking at the staff table, both of those young men there have had their teammates affected by similar types of incidents. So to the players, it's the decisions that you make in a split second that can affect the whole rest of your lives. So coming into the summer months, please take the time. I know that you're going to be having some fun, but make sure that you're doing it safely. And, you know, if you've been drinking, make sure that you call a parent, a loved one, a friend, anybody. Make sure that you make the right choices, because just like that, it can be all done in a heartbeat and everything can be changed.
I'm like his roadie. He's always wanted a roadie.
Yes, thank you. Now, looking back on the season, it was certainly a challenging season from an executional standpoint. We had lots of different bodies coming in and out of the lineup, but looking over at the table there, we got a good, solid core group, and I applaud you guys for your effort and your commitment throughout the entire season. What we do in Thompson with the Northstars, you know, it's not all about wins and losses. Certainly the wins are nice to have when they can come, but it's about the life lessons that we gain along the way, whether it's your attendance at school, whether it's your punctuality, your work ethic, day in and day out. These things all speak to the character that you have and that you're building for yourselves. And, you know, what other people think of you and what that looks like for you, it's very important. So it's important that every day you're doing everything right, and the little things do matter. The little things do matter. Moving ahead in life, it's important that nobody has any quit. With our season, we had some success. The first half of the season, we had a little bit of a lighter part of the schedule. We didn't have a lot of success, but we came together as a group, and we kept working, we kept battling, and we had that success against some very challenging teams in the back couple of months. So I applaud you guys for that, not giving up and making sure that you give it everything you got. And that same lesson goes into your life. You know, whatever it is that you decide to do, if you want to be a hockey player, give it everything you got. If you want to take business, if you want to go to work at the mine, it doesn't matter. Give it everything you got. Don't quit until the bitter end. Those of you guys who are going to be coming back, you got no time to rest. Certainly, with the record that we put up this year, it opened some of your eyes. I know we had a very young roster. But in order to have that success, we need to do it all. and there's no time to take off. So the training cycle, it's got to start, and it's got to start yesterday. And again, make sure that you're putting the full effort in. Don't take days off. Make sure you're thinking about what you're putting into your bodies, because all of those things make a difference. Lay off the Pepsis if you can. Looking back on the season, certainly there were a lot of high points for me. In terms of 3+ point performances, we had 1 for about 8. So that's pretty impressive considering, the record that we had and the points that we put up. Guys are still managing to contribute and they're having success personally. Mitchell Reed, 18 goals, led the team. Jerome and Rambo tied for assists, 24. Overall scoring title, that was taken by Hunter, 36 points. Leading the youth, Mr. Valentino, 22 points. Off the back end, our leading scorer was 15-year-old Mr. Foe with 16. It would have been closer to 20 if the ones that you put in our net counted. In terms of the overall team, starting out the season, it was obviously very quiet, but we got into the showcase event and we took Brandon to overtime. They were one of the top teams throughout our league all year, and they had to battle back with us in that game. We unfortunately let that one slip away. Big one for me, led on the back of Braden Melstead, who had a .972 save percentage that night. We beat the Winnipeg Thrashers. My 5 years coaching with the Northstars team, that's my first 2 points off of a Winnipeg team. On a bit of a personal level, I also hit the 200 game mark behind the bench, and we were lucky enough to win that one a day short of my birthday, so definitely some good things. To everybody else out there, the board, thank you for your time and effort. Your commitment is certainly unfounded, and we appreciate everything that you do to keep this organization running. To the parents, it's not possible without your commitment to your children, and without your guys' intensity and efforts, it certainly wouldn't be possible to have this team. To the guys, day in, day out, heck of a job. Keep doing it, give it everything you got. And to my staff, again, your commitment is certainly without question, and everything that you guys have done is very, very important to this organization. And one last thing I would like to say thank you to longtime bus driver Lee Bellier. Certainly with everything that's happened in Humboldt, we appreciate all that you do. Thanks, everybody.
So Jordan wasn't actually an assistant captain, but anybody that's watched the Northstars show knows my fact checking is not great. Maybe I should watch more games. It's just kind of how it is. I think Hunter Rambo wore a C though, so how about if we call him up for a captain's message? Could have stuck around in Thompson, played badminton here, hey? Could have used that help.
Hi, I'm Hunter Rambo. I was the finishing captain for this year's Norman Northstars. I'm sure everyone can agree that this is the season that we're hoping for, but there's a lot of laughs and great memories made from the 8-hour bus rides and the minutes before the games, and the friendships that we created is great. You can't find those friendships anywhere else. Lost where I was. After the long bus rides, I just want to thank Kelvin for opening the rink for us for getting our equipment in, and our bus driver Lee. And parents running fundraisers, selling calendars, coaches coming to the rink. They don't have to be here, they choose to be here, the coaches. And parents helping us through everything, through our hockey careers and the season. And I just want to say thank you for everything. And good luck to everyone in the future, and see you boys in the fall.
Really great message, and sharp looking guy. looks fantastic. So I skipped over one in the program. If you're gonna come see my emceed events, get used to it. I don't think we've done one yet that we haven't had a blunder like this. So it's just another great surprise though. You get to listen to Brad a little bit more. So he's gonna do the alumni message. Are you Northstar alumni? That makes two of us.
Okay, so normally it'd be Greg Long or Mike Ross doing this. They're not here. Unfortunately, last minute schedule changed, so you got me. Greg likes to talk about a lot of things we spoke about already. Commitment, hard work, dedication, challenging yourself, being the very best that you possibly can be. Not being second best to anybody and keep pushing yourself forward. And surround yourself with people who will help you excel. To challenge you, challenge yourself. That's about all Greg Long I can do. So every year the alumni works hard. They have the refreshment room up in the Mary Finsky throughout the season. And through various events, they do some fundraising. In that, they donate money back to the organization, as the Pitt alumni do. They want to see the program continue. They want to see it flourish. Alumni have all participated, so they want to see it continue. So they have a check for the Northstars organization that I am supposed to present to Hunter. Yeah, you don't get to keep it, but you get to accept it. So come on up. So the amount is, the alumni has raised $1,880 that they are donating to the Northstars organization.
The only thing Brad wanted to stress more was support Longy's Lounge. Go up and have a cold one. It's a pretty fun atmosphere. Speaking of having a cold one, we're going to take like a 7-minute break. So refresh your drinks, then we're going to come back with Paul's video and we're going to hand out some hardware. So take a quick break and come back here. Don't go anywhere else. Don't forget what bus you came on. One more big round of applause. 13 minutes to watch, but it takes a lot more than 13 minutes to put it together. So, Polly, I thought someone was going to help me with this. You guys ready to do some awards? Brad was so caught up in the video that it's pretty cool. Were you even in the video? Did everyone else make it but you? Paul? Exactly. Okay, some of you have been here before, some haven't, but the way this works is I'm going to call up someone to present the award. They're going to stand over there. They're going to shake your hand if you win one. Get some pictures. I'm not in the pictures. We put the good-looking people in the pictures. Sorry, Brad. The talkers talk. Let's start. This is one of my favorite ones because this guy opened the door for me in minor hockey many times, and it's just so cool that we can still keep celebrating him. So it's the Barry Patterson Most Popular Player Award. Mike Valance. He's in the bathroom? Unbelievable. Lori, you want to do this one? No? All right. I'm just going to say, Mike and I make a good pair because he doesn't like to talk and I'm no good in pictures. You want to go do the next one? Mike's here? Hey, everybody, Mike Valance. A round of applause. So, Mike's presenting the Barry Patterson Most Popular Player Award. This year, Most Popular Player goes to Mikey Barron. How could he not be popular? Look at this guy. Looks pretty good all dressed up. Another pretty good badmintoner, this guy too. Rambo, watch out. Next year, you're going to have your hands full. Just saying. Maybe move to Thompson, play for the Trojans. John McNevin, where are you? Can you can hold it? You don't have to run to the can? You're good? All right. We won't take too long. I mean, not saying you're old, but as we get older, it just happens. The McIntyre Defensive Player of the Game Award, going to be presented by John McNevin. A tie, a rare tie, and two great heads of hair. Braden Melstead and Jordan Foe. Anybody notice Melstead's socks? Look at those things. Let's keep the cameras up for the pics, right? You don't want that showing up in 10 years like Backhouse's mullet. Braden, how long to get the hair done for tonight? What are we looking at? 15, 20? In that range? So what he means is half an hour. This is a beauty. I love calling this guy up to hand out an award. Paul Anderson's going to have to just leave the camera unattended. If somebody could grab that. He's going to present the McDonald's Offensive Player of the Game Award. Brad, Melstead, you got the camera? You're not going to swear, right? You're going to keep this clean? McDonald's Offensive Player of the Game Award goes to Hunter Rambo. Media guy, he knows how to take a pic. That's how you do it. Well done. We're getting everybody else up here. Lori Valance, we're going to find a way to get you on stage, but not right now. We're going to call Aaron Valance up to do the Most Improved Player. And this year's Most Improved Player Award goes to Jamie Valentino. Do a recreation of this one out at the lake, maybe on the dock next weekend. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. He stole my name and I couldn't be any happier. Bruce Cameron, where are you? You going to come up and hand one out? The voice of the Northstars, along with Tom. He's going to present the Terry Murray Most Dedicated. Did anybody catch Terry Murray at the MB Games? Sounded pretty good on the mic. We've had some good guys on the mic, but sure nice to have him kicking around. Terry Murray Most Dedicated Player Award goes to Sheldon Howard. Brucey, you want the step stool for this one? Hey, wait, we got one right here. Yeah. Yeah. He was on a knee and he was still that much taller than Bruce. It's good. Gary Lafreniere, let's get you up here. Give away the Best Defenseman Award. This is the Paul Lafreniere Best Defenseman Award. This year, that one goes to Jordan Foe. We're good there. Next one, Coach Buchanan was going to hand this one out, but you get to just stay there and enjoy a beverage because this guy's not quite here. It's the Cliff Duchesne Hardest Worker Award, one that means a lot to a lot of people around here. Remembering Cliff is such a great thing for us. This year, that one goes to John Taguna. So, round of applause. How about Cody come up and give the most, I always think we should do this one at the start. It's anticlimactic, everybody knows it. Top scorer this year is, fellas, Rambo, Hunter Rambo. And another great pick. Look at these guys. What a couple of smiles. Representing the United Steelworkers Local 6166, subbed in. We changed our mind. You got to make a speech, Tony. Only 15 minutes, though. He was worried we were going to make him do a big, long speech. Tony Colburn is here to give out the Top Defensive Forward Award. He's just going to have to take a picture with himself, which is a little bit unfortunate. Top Defensive Forward this year, Keaston Saunders. Do we have Keaston on FaceTime over there? Nice. Well done. On FaceTime? Bring him over for a pic. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. Welcome to 2018. Yeah. What's that? Oh, okay. So, you guys tell me exactly where Keaston is. He's not slacking off, right? He's playing Nova Scotia? Playing. Just won a bronze medal. Okay, one more round of applause for Keaston. Right, Keaston. I was going to rip him saying we've reached max screens now if we're not even showing up for this stuff. We're just on screens. But Brad Salamandic, there you are. A little bit more FaceTime for this guy. He's going to present us the Rookie of the Year. This year's Rookie of the Year is Mitchell Reed. Very good. We got one more to give out. Matt, you thought we just brought you up here to talk, but another guy that looks pretty good in pics, I gotta say. He's gonna hand out the Most Valuable Player Award, one heck of a big trophy. This year's MVP is Hunter Rambo. Congrats, Hunter. Fantastic. Yeah, one more round of applause. Come on. That's pretty good. I'm gonna ask Brad and Allison to help me now. We've got individual player awards. I'm gonna call out your names and numbers. You're gonna come up here, shake their hands, and yeah, it's gonna be good. Shake hands with the coaches. I need those, eh? Or do you have a list or something? Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to kid you trying to pretend that I know everybody's names and numbers. I do. You guys are all fantastic. Let's start with Drayden Robinson. And Brandon Hill. Lance Babesco. Chase Miswagon. Mitchell Reed. Do you want me to announce them if they're not here? No. Tanner Pilon. Here, I'll put that one aside. Sheldon Howard, come on up. Mikey Barron. There. Jordan Foe. Hunter Rambo. Jamie Valentino. Another look at this half hour in the making. Braden Melstead. And last but certainly not least, an integral part of the team, Colson Janai, stick boy. Look at that. And last but not least, the coaches. Brad's going to go down the line and shake everybody's hand and thank them for a great year. I saw him here.
Our team manager for the last 2 years, a statistician for the last 100 years.
Numbers guy. Now we're just calling him a smart guy, Dennis Pilon. Hey, one more big round of applause for the coaches and for the executive and all the people that put this together, especially you guys. Give them a round of applause. All right, you want to do some draws and then we'll get the heck out of here?